They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
28-yard line.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Tackled there by Alex Anzalone.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action.
Now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Here's a first down throw that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Throwing is Kaepernick on third down. That's complete to Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On first down, Patterson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They try again with Montgomery. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll run for it with Montgomery. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
25-yard line.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Play fake. Winston. Looking here for Smith downfield. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd and 2, Winston looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Following the interception, Winston. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Working out of the gun, Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
A 40-yard attempt.
And Lutz puts this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 36-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
At the 36-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Kaepernick. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
6-yard line.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Nice gain there by the second-year runner out of Iowa State, David Montgomery, who often finishes his runs moving forward and knocking defenders back. He finished tied with Josh Jacobs for the most carries by a rookie last year. But what the Bears need from him, improve on his 3.7 yards per attempt. If he gets that up into the 4s, look out. He can control the game with his running.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw, Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. The All-Pro Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Play action now, Winston. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, we've said it many times, Charles, when you have weapons like this at the wide receiver position, just get him the football any way that you can, and here it's in the run game.
On play action, Winston. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now left side on the swing pass. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Looking to throw again on second down. Winston. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the face mask moves him closer, and now first and goal. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. T.J. Green with a pick. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
They'll throw out wide, complete to Sanders. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Emmanuel Sanders. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and
6 yards left on second down. From the gun, Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Over the dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Jameis to throw it. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Again, it's Winston. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So we have come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able...
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Looking long for Thomas. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Kaepernick now to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and it's 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Well, this will be caught by Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Kaepernick. Got a man, it's Patterson complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago! David Montgomery, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears draw a bit closer.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Here's Harris to return it.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Winston. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
At the 45-yard line.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. David Montgomery, the target out of the backfield, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quan Alexander. 20.
I'm only going to be able to carry it so far.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Will Lutz lining up.
Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to... Go for it, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. About 3 yards there to the 27. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Kamara. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes it hard to cover.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Here's Kaepernick. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
This is Harris. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Alvin Kamara on the handoff. Danny Trevathan on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bears 10.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a toss. Kamara left side. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 28. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
1st down.
this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Back to the ground is Kamara. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And he knocks it through.
The score, Saints 31, Bears 10. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And Robinson with a big catch. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. That's complete to Mooney.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Again, it's Kaepernick. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
And 15.
Check 53 slot. Check 53 slot. Here we go.
Kaepernick to throw again. Going for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
An opportunity for them to salt this game away after that fourth down stop we just witnessed as they hold a commanding 3-score lead in the fourth quarter.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Again, it's Kamara. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's 3rd down.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
It's about that time. Come on, guys, pick it up.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And able to find Graham, complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
At the 38-yard line.
Now Kaepernick again. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Got his man, and it's caught for Chicago touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Next, the score is Saints 31, Bears 17.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one a victory here for New Orleans, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Saints, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3 and 5. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.